All right, guys. I'm back at you again with another Seven Layers of Shungite episode. This time we're covering Doctor Disrespect. Now, Doctor Disrespect has been in I would call it a self-inflicted gunshot wound of a controversy because if you remember, and I'm willing to go back. You're willing to go back. We're willing to go back here. I'm willing to go back to the Cody Connors tweet. It all started with this tweet. Oh, this is the tweet that made it all like just resurface, but. Here we go. It all started with Cody Connors. He go on Twitter and he goes like, he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor. And then existing Twitch whispers. Product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read it in plain text. Case closed, gang. No one made the wrong decision. Fuck him and his boys. So, Cody Connors, he puts him on blast. Now, this Cody Connors is a Twitter nobody. Like, nobody knows Cody Connors, and a bunch of people know Dr. Disrespect. So this Twitter thing, I feel like this Twitter thing would have blown over if he didn't, respond. Because Dr. Disrespect, as soon as Jake Lucky put this on, the microphone, put it out there, and then he just responded, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic. This has been settled and no wrongdoing was acknowledged. They paid out the whole contract. Now, the way that he responded with saying no wrongdoing was acknowledged, it is a way to cushion your words to make it seem like something isn't as bad as it is. So I personally, I feel if he didn't respond to any of this and he let it blow and he just ignored it like Cody did, he would have been fine. But what did he do? He had to respond. I feel like he responded out of guilt. Honestly, because he had no reason to. There's no reason. 99% of his fan base wouldn't know who the fuck Cody Connors was. And then I feel like he could have gone off into the sunset, but no. So, guilty, no, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But in my opinion, Dr. Disrespect is guilty of being a fucking moron for signal boosting his own downfall with this tweet. Now, he meant even worse. He went even worse. He dug his own grave even worse, and he talked about it. He made the statement, edited it, then deleted it. He edited it like 3-4 times and then deleted it. But he made a statement essentially, and I'm not going to read over the whole thing, but essentially just saying that he did that he did have inappropriate conversations with a minor. In this top part I'll put all these in in the bio in case you want to check these out for yourself. But it's like, were there whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. Now, I feel like this is the edited version because I feel like before I read that, like, maybe it's not. But he's just edited it so many times, but this is just one version of it. I think it's the one that, I think it has to be the original one because it's the Jake Lucky posted this one. But yeah, we're gonna, those are my thoughts on it so far. Am I invested into this to care about if he's innocent or not? I don't give a fuck. I'm doing this right now. The entertainment of, people circulating this. People are circulating Dr. Disrespect responses. They want to know what the consensus is now. My consensus right now is that he admitted to it, but in the initial response, which we're going to go over, he starts to, backtrack a bit, like he never admitted to it. I feel like at some point, if you tweet this, you should, at this point, I feel like you should be more inclined to, show the messages, but it is what it is, man. But, we're going to go over, without further ado. Now, I don't know when the video started, when I searched Dr. Disrespect response, just to show you. I don't get the original stream. I get a bunch of people's reactions to the fucking thing. And I don't get my satisfaction. I don't get the raw footage. So I mean, you can call it clip chimping all you want, but I guess this is where he starts talking. 22 minutes.
God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project. Oh, champs. A lot of people donating. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You know? Are you nervous to be back?
He looks nervous.
After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world?
No.
Man.
Oh, you didn't answer the question, Doc. When does he go into it? I'm just gonna cut it when he goes.
Glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane. They criticize me. A streamer that frequently used. They didn't report any fact.
All right.
But the 2-time texting anyone. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
Okay.
Huh, champs?
Let's hear it.
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules.
Okay.
My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, again, I respected all the confidential obligations. But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations.
Right.
Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, guys, but like, did he have to respond to this controversy? Like, couldn't he just? I honestly, again, like, couldn't he do a Cody Co and just like, whatever? I'm too big for you, motherfucker. Go ahead, get your clout up. Maybe someone won't care. But he signal boosted the reason, and the way that he couched his language, it didn't make him look good. It did not make him look good. So, I failed to understand this part of the of why he signal boosted his own like demise essentially with his tweet, knowing that not everybody would have even noticed or acknowledged like that guy, like Cody Connors. Like, it would have gotten off for a week or something, but it just got on for like what, crazy. Like, I feel like he could have sued him without even having to respond. He could have quietly sued him, said nothing, and in the background, if he won, and then he could talk about it. But I like, he played so badly. Like, he ran it down. He really ran it down.
I mean, for what? Cody? Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the 2-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any firsthand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through...
So just to have it up, while he's talking. Cause I, just for transparency's sake, but.
Whispers messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch as whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement. Edited, etc. Just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it.
I want to let him keep talking, but...
And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
So then why did you tweet this then? Like, this is my point of contention. This is why I think, like, that people don't really care about, like, if someone is entertaining enough, you don't give a fuck about what moral thing they do or don't, like, what immoral thing they do. Cause he literally typed here, were there Twitch whispers messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. If the person was over the age of, if they were over the age, why would you use that wording? You call me retarded, but I don't see the play. I don't see the play here. I feel like it's an Iron player trying to tell me that, like, what he's doing is a good play. Like, this is a bad play all around. Like, I don't understand the move here, because he admitted it himself. And then he retracted it. It made it look bad. I don't understand this. This is the worst thing he could have gotten. I feel like now my personal opinion, he's more obligated to show the whispers now. With himself admitting this shit, it just I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like people just if a content creator is entertaining enough, a lot of people aren't going to give a fuck about what they get caught for. Especially if they're big enough, it doesn't matter. They're always going to have that section of the audience where they don't care. They don't care. As long as they get they get their entertainer.
You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well.
Guys, I'm sorry, but, like, isn't it kind of retarded to tell him that he signal boosted a case that was, like, a case that was over with in his mind? He's the one that responded so poorly that he essentially said, hey, guys, I really did it. Like, I really did it, guys. He gave these commentary channels so much to go off of just with how poorly he worded his tweet. And then in the tweet that he admits to doing it, he re-edits it like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then after he re-edits it, he deletes it. That looks so guilty. That looks I don't know, I'm willing to talk to any Dr. Disrespect fan or, like, anyone that's willing to talk to me about it, but, like, yo, my guy, like, that, I don't know how that makes sense. Like, I don't know how you can make sense of, like, him admitting it and then blaming Cody for signal boosting it when he himself he taped a megaphone to his mouth and all he could say was, I did it, essentially.
I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now, don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now, without any real journalism and real research happening. They report on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same—
I wish, oh my god, I know this was a live stream, but I feel like he could have prepared, statements, like, on a tab, like, a motherfucker use OBS, like, I just prepare a statement on a tab like this, and when you're talking, like, boom, like, you have the evidence right there, but when he just, like, says it, it sounds like word of mouth. Like, I feel like we are at a time where, like, that episode of The Boys came out. Now, if you know what episode that I'm talking about, it's that episode of The Boys where one of the villains gets caught doing, like, the, you know, pedophilic shit. And they, you know, she gives a big ass speech and everything, and everybody forgives her. It feels like the exact same kind of parallel right here. It feels like a parallel right here with Dr. Disrespect, with the way that he comes on the mic still in character. The way that he goes around and it feels like he's pussyfooting around the actual issue and not showing any kind of proof. I feel like if we're in a chess game, his only move, he needs to make big moves now. He made so many fuck ups in the early game that he needs to try hard to stay in this. And right now I'm just not seeing it. I honestly feel like I'm listening to Shungite, because I'm not seeing any kind of proof or anything. Is his word of mouth, but his word of mouth is so flip-floppy. Like, he's like, apparently it was just like to bait. He put minors on his tweet to bait people. Like, that's, I don't see the play. I just don't understand. I don't see the play, man.
Same employees that decided to ban me internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous—
I'm not gonna say it again, but I'm gonna repeat that part of the video. Fuck. I removed the link. Whatever. Go.
Sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened.
So why did you say it did?
I used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
You didn't write that in your fucking note. You didn't write it here. You didn't write that here. You didn't write it here. Here.
Articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. I mean, how would each of you look if all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words?
Okay, I'm not trying to, like, yo, like, I don't have my dick riding license for Twitch. I'm pretty sure that they did some foul play here, too. But it's just, like, it's hard for me to take Dr. Disrespect's word, for what happened when he's essentially rewriting history. Dr. Disrespect is essentially rewriting, the fabric of time in which he wrote this tweet. And he's trying to make it seem like he wrote it in a different way. but it's right here. Like, you didn't have to. Bro, like, I'm disappointed.
And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here. We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal. You see,
I want to let him finish, but if I'm Dr. Disrespect and Cody Connors wrote that tweet, I have I should have some kind of full control to sue his ass. Why would I give him ammo? A nobody a nobody, essentially, a fucking nobody on Twitter. Nobody knew who Cody Connors was. Nobody knew who Cody Connors was. The 99% of Dr. Disrespect fans didn't know who the fuck this motherfucker was. And he basically gives him the win. He gives him ammo. And he's like, yo, shoot me in the head, shoot me in the leg like 15 times. I'm the 2-time champion. I could take it. And then he buries it. He hits himself. He walks into a rake. He hits himself with the shovel. And then he's like, he starts burying himself by saying that he had. Jesus, I'm literally brain broken right now. I'm having a hard time comprehending the fabric of reality. When you can have someone admit this shit that they did it, and then they can go on and just say essentially just a bunch of shungai, because. And how do you take his words seriously? How? Because he just like flip flops, edits, removes, like. I don't know, bro. No, I feel like the more that I go into this, the more disappointed I am, because it's like and originally I liked the confidence that he came back with, but because I thought that he would have something, but right now is just nothing. Like,
I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers. And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user.
So why can't you show the whispers? Why can't you show the whispers? Why can't you exonerate yourself in this same video and shit on everyone and shit on the whole world? Everyone. You're still gonna be guilty of being a fucking moron, but at least you would be innocent with having that proof. But here's the thing: I don't think that it was as cushion or as nice as he's trying to portray it. I think that it's that bad that he doesn't want to show it. He doesn't want to show it. He just. I don't understand how you can be a Dr. Disrespect fan. Alright, listen. If you're a Dr. Disrespect fan. If you're willing to be like, you know what, I don't give a fuck what Dr. Disrespect did morally. I don't give a fuck. He's entertaining, and I watch him because he's entertaining, and I'm gonna keep watching him because he's entertaining. Whatever. You acknowledge that you don't give a fuck what this guy does morally. Whatever. But how can you sit there as a Dr. Disrespect fan and essentially like sweep, like just clean up for his fuck up? Like, this is just the biggest fuck up I've seen in a while. Like, I've never seen someone shoot themselves so many times with each response. And he's backed up, and I personally feel like he's backed up into a corner where he has to show the whispers, or else we ain't talking about nothing. If that's not on the table, then there's nothing to talk about, and he's not putting it on the fucking table. So it's like, you know, I'm willing to talk to any Dr. Disrespect fan, to, you know, just to to get like apparently if there's something that I don't understand or I don't know, but this guy has made error after error after error. He's essentially just he's ran it down in lane. He's 0-4, he's 0-7, and he's trying to come back in like 40 minutes into the game with no money. I don't know, bro. Like I don't know about this Dr. Disrespect thing. Like I said, I'm not really crazy invested in this, like whether he's innocent or like not. I don't really watch Dr. Disrespect, but he is a hot topic right now, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there. I want to finish, but I want to finish the video, but essentially, like I feel like I'm at a point where I can't really extract any juice from The Rock. I feel like he's stuck in character mode, and when you cut a promo, you could say whatever you want to hype people up. To, yeah, that's our guy. But I'm just, I don't know, it's not working on me. It's not working on me. It's not like I feel like I'm going to be screaming from the top of my lungs, just show the whispers for the remainder of whatever this response is, and I'm not going to get that. And I feel like that's the only thing that I really care about to exonerate him. Or one more thing: if he wins the case dispute, whatever, I guess he's innocent there too. If he wins the case dispute, yeah, he's innocent. But with all the holes that he has on his leg from shooting himself, I'm just honestly surprised that surprised that we're here at this point now in time where someone could come on the mic and just essentially say whatever, and then they can be accepted because of how popular they are. And it's gonna start going into a little bit of you can call it a ramble or whatever, but something that I truly feel right is with Dr. Disrespect especially is when you look at all the other streamers, there's no other streamer like him in the sense that I feel like kids watch like Ninja or whatever, Aisha Speed or Kai Snap. I feel like the children are watching those people. The teens are watching like Ludwig or fucking Tom Dark or Nick. The teens are watching, and then you get to like the older men, like you see like the pyramid that I'm making, but you get to the older men, and these older men that are gamers, they're not vibing with fucking Ludwig. They're not vibing with who's another one? Like they're not. I feel like older men, like older guys like fucking like Birchill. Fucking like Dr. Disrespect's age, late 40s, late 50s. These guys are watching like these fucking Zoomer people, content creators. They're not watching Morse Critical. They're not watching like all these people. They're watching Dr. Disrespect, and they're watching maybe something like Asmongold too. But they're watching these guys, these older guys. There's not a lot of these older like well-known popular streamers out there anymore. I don't really think when I think about Tim the Tatman and I think about Nick Merckx, I don't think of them as older guys. When I think of like Dr. Disrespect, I think of that's an older guy. Like that's like, and he's a really really popular older guy. He's a lot of people that the Call of Duty dads they resonate with. They get out of work, they only play Call of Duty. They put on a Dr. Disrespect stream in the background, and that's all they listen to. Sometimes it's the Joe Rogan experience in the background too, but I feel like with a lot of his audience, it's really hard for them to let go of the essentially the only content creator that they could relate to. I feel like a lot of Dr. Disrespect as a content creator represents a time in gaming where his name Dr. Disrespect, but now at the time in gaming, a lot of people really don't understand that. But now his core audience of old heads, those motherfuckers, they grew up at that time period. They resonate a lot with Dr. Disrespect. So I can understand if you still want to watch the guy. Personally, me, I don't really watch Dr. Disrespect like that. I don't really watch him at all, to be honest with you. I'm only covering him because he's a hot topic. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Dr. Disrespect. See you next time. Bye.
Yeah, subscribe to BV. Woo! Fuck, baby. Fuck, yeah. He's my favorite player, baby. Fuck, baby.